Hello and welcome to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell, Youth Services Director at the B.B. Comer Memorial Library. I'm very excited to be here today to talk about some things that involve the library and other people in our community. But first I want to thank TV47 and Robert especially for all they do to help us put on this program to keep you informed of events at the library and in the community at large. So thank you, Robert. And today, Teresa Offord is joining me. She is a retired librarian, so there you go. It's good to have you here, Teresa. She also works with the Sylacauga Arts Council. She's the second Vice President, Program Chairman. Yes. Very busy. I've had that job, I know.
Yes.
Yes. And we want to talk about the Arts Council and about a lot of the things the Arts Council is doing. The first thing we're going to talk about is grants to schools after we talk about the Arts Council, but that's one of the things I love the best. But before we get into that, tell us about the Arts Council, Teresa. What do they do?
Well, the Arts Council was started in 1972 in Sylacauga, and it was really the purpose of it was to advance the understanding and appreciation of art, the arts in the Sylacauga area. And so that's what we do to this day.
It's been around a long time.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. And Summer Ernest is our president, and we have a great slate of officers who work very hard in everything that we do. And our grants and our dinner theater are the most important, well, maybe not the most, I think they are the most important things that we do each year. You can join the Arts Council. You don't have to attend a meeting. You can join for $25.
Yes.
And that money goes directly to the schools for grants or helps fund the dinner theater.
And a lot of other things. It's the umbrella organization for the Marble Festival, so we're involved at that, and just a lot of different things in the community, trying to promote the arts, especially to children, I think, which is great. Now, the grants to schools, I'll let you explain it.
Well, in the fall of every year, we send a letter to 9 different schools in the area, and we'll go over those schools. I'm not going to say them now. And we ask for a grant proposal that follows certain guidelines. It has to be something concerning the arts, either drama or dance or theater or visual arts, music, anything like that. It cannot be for technology. We don't provide for technology, and it must directly impact students. And this year we sent out the letters the end of September, and the 1st of November we had them all in.
Good.
And so we got to award a $500 grant to all of these schools.
Right. And this helps to fund programs that they're not doing right now. It's for something new and something different.
Or to add to a program that they have.
So it's something they could not do without the $500.
Exactly.
Well, we're going to look at some of the, I know your committee has met and you've awarded the grants and are in the process of delivering all the checks so they can get started. So let's look at one of our pictures. Oh, there we go. There's your wonderful husband, John, in the middle.
In the middle. This is B.B. Comer High School. And we had 2 teachers at B.B. Comer High School. They're standing on both sides of the handsome man in the middle.
Yes.
Sarah Patterson is an English teacher. She's head of the English department, and she wrote a grant to help fund a trip for honors English students in the 7th through 12th grade. And they're going to Montgomery in the spring to see the play Four Little Girls, Birmingham, 1963. And so they're going to charter a bus, and it's going to cost some money, but so we divided the grant between her and Mr. Lamb, who's the other teacher. So she has $250, and that will pay for 16 students that may not otherwise be able to go.
That is wonderful. There's nothing like seeing a live production.
I know it, and some of these children have never seen it before, and so that's just fabulous. And Mr. Lamb, the other teacher in the picture, he is a history teacher, and his students are writing a musical drama about the Civil War. They're writing it, they're producing it, they're doing the costumes, they're doing the sets, and so his $250 is going to help pay for the sets, the materials to build the sets for his Civil War drama, and they're going to invite us when they put
how
that
fun.
on.
I'd like
So
to
we'll
go to
get to
that.
go. I know, me too.
Oh, that is
Me
fun.
too.
And that's so wonderful for those high school students to learn the set, the costumes, how to write music or things like that.
Yeah.
How to, maybe that's something they want to pursue.
Right,
and
right. And
need
this
a
is
taste.
project-based learning, which is big in schools now. And so this is a part of project-based learning. I'm sure they didn't tell me that, but I figured that.
Right, you know, from
Yeah.
being there. Well, that is
Yeah.
great. That sounds exciting. Let's see what's next.
All right, this is B.B. Comer Elementary. That's Malia Brashear and Angie Hosey, who are the principal and assistant principal. And Angie submitted the grant, which is called Chairs and Change. And the students are going to read the book, Peter's Chair.
Oh, one of my favorites.
Yes, Ezra Jack Keats. And after they do that, this is students in grades K through 6. Each classroom is going to design a chair. The book is about a little boy who paints a chair for his baby sister.
Yeah.
And so they're going to design a chair that's going to reflect things that they think are important. So every classroom's chair will be different.
Oh, it'll be theirs.
Yes, yes. And then at the end of spring, they're going to have a celebration of chairs, and they'll have students that will explain what is important to them. And there is a possibility that the chair can change over time because other things become important to them.
Right,
So
right.
that I think will be beautiful to have
Yes.
the chairs and interesting.
How creative,
Yes.
too. That's exciting.
Yes.
That's nice. Well, let's look at one more before we go to a break.
This is Fayetteville School. The lady on the right is Kelly Early.
Yeah.
She has been a volunteer art teacher at Fayetteville,
Oh,
teaching
wonderful.
twice a month, 15 classes of art. And she has paid for all her expenses
Oh, my goodness.
during this time. And so Anita Simpson, who's a 4th grade teacher there, wrote a grant asking for money to help Miss Early buy art supplies for all the classes that she teaches. And so that's what their grant is going to.
That is wonderful.
It is.
And what a volunteer
I
she
know
is.
it. I know it. And if anybody watching this wants to give Fayetteville some money for art, I'm sure they would take it. And
They would be
Mrs.
thrilled.
Early would take it too.
And that's wonderful that those children get to have art in their classes. To learn to express themselves in
That's
art. I'm
right.
not an artist, but maybe if I'd had art, I don't know.
Well, I don't think it would have helped me.
Well, we're going to pause for a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
As a fitness instructor and former collegiate athlete, I know the importance of eating healthy and staying fit. Hi, I'm Isaac Jennings. Did you know that free after-school meals are available throughout Talladega County for children of the ages of 18 years and under? Please contact Safe Family Services Center if you would like to know more information. And remember, every meal matters, and it all starts with you. Get healthy, Talladega County.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room, to surgery, to cancer treatment, to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Teresa Offord, and we're talking about the Sylacauga Arts Council grants to schools. Teresa is in charge of this part of the Arts Council, their programs, as program chair. So we talked about several schools. We'll get right into it. What's the next? Let's see what the next
Indian
picture.
Valley School.
Oh, we want to talk about that before we show the picture. Go ahead and talk about
Okay.
Indian Valley. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Angela Afambi, who is a library media specialist there, wrote a grant that will help pay for a performance of the Birmingham Children's Theater of The Three Little Kittens. And so that's what their money is going for. Every student in Indian Valley will see this play.
Good.
And so
this play will come to them, correctly?
Yes.
Yes. That'll be great.
And then I don't know.
Let's see what's the next picture.
Okay,
Oh, there's,
that's
No.
Nowood Christian School. When I went to Nowood School to hand Miss Lily the letter about the grants, she handed me the grant. She was ready. Again, this year they're dividing their $500 between their art program and their music program. The art program is their art teacher is volunteer, and they will buy supplies for art. And the music program, Miss Patterson is going to get handbells, some more handbells. They have some, and a rhythm band kit with their music.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yes.
That'll be great. And all the children can benefit from that from now on.
Yes.
I like that too. That's great. All right, let's see. What's the next picture? There we go. Another one of your committee members?
That is Nichols Lawson.
Yes.
That is Virginia Ellis presenting to Cecilia Dean at Nichols Lawson. And their grant is going to be used in two ways. It's going to pay for a performance of Broadway Today by the Theater UAB Bookends. And they are going to present songs from current Broadway shows such as Hamilton, Wicked, Frozen, and The Greatest Show. And then $200 of the grant will be used for art supplies that they use in their STEAM program, Friday's Art Day. And so they will use $200 to pay for those art supplies.
That'll be great. That'll be great. I forget art supplies, you use them up and they go away and you need to replenish them all the time. Let's see if we've got another picture. Yes.
This is Sycamore School. That's Virginia Ellis with Sharika Shepherd, who is the principal there. And then Kelsey Bombard in the center. She wrote the grant, and they have an art club, and Kelsey's the sponsor for that. It's called Guided Hearts, and it's for students in grades K through 4. And they wrote their own mission statement that I'd like to read because I think it's wonderful. It said, "We're the Guided Hearts Club at Sycamore Elementary. We make art to inspire others and encourage people, and overall make people happy." So that's what they want to do. So their grant will be used for art supplies, and they plan to, whatever art they create, they're taken to the hospital, they're taken to nursing homes to bring joy to people who may not feel so joyful at this point in time. So that's a really wonderful thing.
That's learning art and then giving too.
Yes.
That is wonderful. That's a great,
and how to care for others and everything. So that's wonderful.
Goodness,
that is wonderful.
Do we have another picture? Oh yes, there we go.
That is Patrick McDonald from the Sylacauga Community Playhouse. That's another grant that we do every year, and they will use their grant. Will do a performance of The Secret Garden, April 9th through 11th, and they will invite all schools in the area to come and see that play. And they charge the students only $5, but that's still a lot for some students. So they will use this grant money to underwrite the cost of the student tickets for their performance.
I'm so glad that the Sylacauga Community Playhouse is up and going again after it has been around a long time, but it's back and up and going again, and they do some wonderful productions. That is in the spring, I believe.
Yes.
That's great.
April.
That's great. Was that all the grants?
No, we've got two more. Pinecrest is using their money. Jacqueline Rivers wrote this grant for the Gadsden Cultural Arts Imagination Place. They're going to present a program on artists and their artwork. And not only will children get to learn about the artist and their artwork, but then they will get to create an art piece like the artist would have done their art piece, and they get to have that and take that home with them.
How fun. How fun. That's great.
And our other grant went to Sylacauga High School. Lauren Totten, who is the theater teacher there, they are going to present The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe this week.
Very soon,
or next week, next weekend, December 7th and 8th. And they will use the grant to help with backdrops for either this production and for the production they have in the spring, which is High School Musical. I think they're doing that with the chorus. So.
How fun, how fun. That'll be great. Lauren always works so hard, does so many fun things.
She does.
That's great. Well, that is neat. That is exciting. You have a committee now that reads through the grants.
Yes,
and,
yes. It's Virginia Ellis, Renee Riggins, Melissa Garris, John Offord,
Yeah.
and me.
That's
And
great.
so we go over to make sure they've met the guidelines.
Right.
And then we get to go out to the schools and give them the checks, which is the fun part.
It is the fun part, and they're always very excited. We
Yes.
say we have the money sitting right there. We
Yes.
want you to plan something to ask for it, and the children
right.
benefit.
The
from
money's
that.
here, you just have to ask for it.
That is true. That's
Mm-hmm.
great. Well, that is a large part of what you do, I know, and that's done now. We got all the checks delivered, and that's great. I know that's the fun part. Another part is dinner theater.
Yes.
And this is not a fundraiser. I had someone ask me one time, was it a fundraiser? No, it's kind of our gift back to the community, something for adults. I mean, it's an evening of fun for grown-ups, a nice dinner and everything. And tell us who our guest is for this.
Well, normally when I say his name, I squeal, but I'm not going to do that. It's Sean Dietrich. If you do not follow Sean Dietrich, Sean of the South on Facebook, you need to. Or go check out his website where you can. It will direct you to podcasts.
Yes, I've listened to the podcast driving down the road.
And it's SeanoftheSouth.com. So you need to check that out. He is a columnist. He is a novelist. This is what it says on. He writes on the commentary of life in the American South. His work has appeared in Southern Living. I've seen some articles in Southern Living and several newspapers. He's authored 8 books, and Mandy has some of those. His newest book has the best title ever. The title of it is The South's Okayest Writer. The Adventures of a Boy Columnist.
Oh my goodness.
And he was raised in Alabama, and right now he and his wife Jamie live in Florida with their dogs Thelma, Lou, and Otis.
Okay, I know he's an Andy Griffith fan.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
He is.
Great.
But he will come here on February the 7th,
Okay.
2019, to the Rec, J. Craig Smith Community Center. The show will start at 6 o'clock.
Right. With a wonderful dinner by Hickory Street Cafe.
Right.
Great.
He is also bringing a band with him.
Okay.
They are called the Goat Hill String Band, and I think they're out of Montgomery. I know some of the men that are in it. This is 4 men, and my husband and I, Sean did a show in Tallahassee, and our daughter and son-in-law lived there, so we went to see him there, and they had this Goat Hill String Band with him there too. And they do a mix of classic pop and rock from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s,
right.
2010. You know, it's music. They do a little bluegrass too. And they are fabulous. They're very talented.
Good. Well, I'll tell you, well, we've paused a minute. We're going to take a break for a commercial, and we'll come back and talk a little bit more about Sean Dietrich.
Okay.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
As a fitness instructor and former collegiate athlete, I know the importance of eating healthy and staying fit. Hi, I'm Isaac Jennings. Did you know that free after-school meals are available throughout Talladega County for children of the ages of 18 years and under? Please contact Safe Family Services Center if you would like to know more information. And remember, every meal matters, and it all starts with you. Get healthy, Talladega County.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Teresa Offord. She's with the Sylacauga Arts Council. She's the second vice president and program chair. That's a long title, Teresa. And part of what she does is take care of dinner theater coming up February 7th, Sean Dietrich. And you were telling us about Sean. I know that he is a writer. And if you don't mind, before you get started, also, we have a few of his books at the library. This is Sean of the South, Volume 1, a collection of short stories from someone so painfully average you wonder why he wrote a book. Sean of the South Volume 2 and Sean of the South Whistlin' Dixie. I've read, these are just short stories. I haven't read the whole book, but they are hilarious. They're sweet, they're touching, it's truly the South, the way I remember it as a little girl, my parents, my grandparents. It's just wonderful. I love to hear them.
And when we saw his show in Tallahassee, sometimes you laugh so hard you'd have tears streaming down your face. It was that funny and entertaining, and he talks for over an hour, and you think it was 5 minutes because it's so entertaining. And I wanted to say too, tickets for the Arts Council Dinner Theater for Sean Dietrich are $25 per person. For $25, I saw on his website where what we charged $25 for, another town was charging $50 for.
Oh.
So for $25, you will get the Goat Hill String Band. You will get Sean Dietrich. You will get a wonderful dinner. You will get the chance to win door prizes.
Yes.
Miss Maxine Crawford does a wonderful job picking out door prizes.
Does.
He is bringing books to sale, and he will sign those books for you.
Wow.
So it makes for a cheap, wonderful Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Christmas present,
Yes.
a nice, since it's in February, a nice gift for your sweetheart for Valentine's Day. Tell them where they can get tickets.
You can get tickets at Magnolia's, at the Chamber, at the library, downtown. You can get them from me, from Mandy,
any board
from
member,
any Sylacauga Arts Council board member.
All right. We're on Facebook. If you look under the Marble Festival Facebook page, I believe, is that where we are? You can always send a message. Somebody will get some tickets to you. And if you have a business or just a group of friends, you can buy a table of 8. It's the same price, but then you get to sit together.
Right, and that makes it more fun.
It does. You get a group of friends together, and you've got plenty of time to do that. There are also posters around town. Laura Beth Bond made some beautiful posters talking about Sean and with the date, the time, the place, and all that kind of stuff on there. So that'd be great. All right. Do you have something else you could read about that Sean has? We just want to give you a little bit of a sample of what Sean writes.
Yes, and as Mandy said, sometimes you read his work and you laugh till you can't stop, and sometimes you cry. But this one is one of his funny ones. It's called Mobile, Alabama, a hotel. Early evening, I register at the front desk. Tonight I'm a pilgrim looking for a room and a hot meal. The hotel is overrun with folks in brightly colored West African attire. I've never seen so many ornate outfits in all my life, and I've been to Branson. What's going on tonight? I asked the clerk behind the desk. A Nigerian wedding, he says. Hotel's almost completely booked. He hands me my room key and says, enjoy your stay. He blows a bubble with his bubble gum. I wait for the elevator besides 3 elegant black women wearing gold turbans. Their evening gowns are magnificent. Their heels are 6 inches tall. I compliment their turbans. They giggle. These are not turbans, one woman says. We call them gillies. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. My people do not go for elaborate headwear. I was raised, this is Sean talking, I was raised evangelical. Our wedding attire consists of earth tones, penny loafers, and SEC neckties. I ride the elevator with my new friends. They fill the elevator with laughter, exotic words, and unique perfume. One young woman asked me, "You are a cowboy, sir?" "No." "No, ma'am. Baptist." "But your boots. Americans who wear boots are cowboys." "No." I glance at my ugly kicks. "No, ma'am. These are just plain old redneck shoes." When I reach the 5th floor, I pass more Nigerians in the hall. These are happy people with big personalities. Suddenly, I feel very sorry that I did not grow up somewhere exotic, because the weddings of my childhood were not exotic. They were dry affairs and chapels full of people whose idea of a good time was watching Lawrence Welk and eating leftover pear salad. My cousin Alberta would sing Morning Has Broken, and we would eat fried chicken in the fellowship hall. The end. I arrive at my room located at the end of the hall. I set my bags on the floor. I dig a key from my pocket. I swipe it. I open the door. I'm exhausted from a full day of work and driving. I could use a cold beverage, a hot shower, and maybe some Lawrence Welk. I collapse on the bed, but there's something wrong. Something is hanging on my bedside lamp. Now, just what is that, I'm thinking? It's a brassiere. A very large brassiere. Then I hear a toilet flush. Then I see unfamiliar luggage in the corner. I hear someone blow their nose. Help me, Jesus. A woman screams. I scream. She is elderly. She is short. She is Nigerian. And she is, and I'm not making this up, wearing her underwear. Ah! The elderly woman hollers. Oh my God, 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 I shout. She flies into the bathroom and slams the door. I bolt down the hallway. Back at the front desk, I find the clerk and I explain what happened. There's been a mistake, I point out. You gave me the wrong room. You sure about that? Well, let's see. I just walked in on a sweet old lady who was wearing nothing but her dignity. Yeah, I'm sure. Seriously, bro? He inspects his computer screen. He taps on a keyboard, and I hear the elevator ding behind me. I see my accuser coming toward me. Someone please shoot me. She is white-haired with a determined gait. She wears an African gown. She complains to the clerk in a foreign language, and even though I'm no world traveler, I know cuss words when I hear them. I fall over myself. I try to explain how sorry I am. I don't know how to say sorry in her native tongue, so I give her an Alabama curtsy. But the woman's eyes are hard. She is not amused. I don't know what she's thinking, but I have the feeling she's going to chop my head off. She stabs a finger at me and I brace myself. Young man, she said, you should at least buy me dinner before coming into my room. And she laughs. So I laugh too. The clerk laughs and the manager laughs. The maintenance man laughs. 3 hotel maids laugh. Hallelujah, and pass the Pepto-Bismol. While the clerk sorts out the computer, the Nigerian woman and I have a nice conversation. She forgives me. We exchange hugs even. And in her broken accent, she insists that she is very single. She asks me what I do for a living. I'm a writer, I say. A writer, she says. Well, I hope you write about when you walked in on a beautiful Nigerian woman wearing her underwear. Write about it? You bet your brassiere I'll write about it, ma'am.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It is. It's one of my favorites.
We've just got less than a minute left, but that is you will enjoy Sean Dietrich. I've enjoyed the podcast, and we hope you will come and get some tickets at the library, Magnolias, the Chamber of Commerce, and from any board member.
Exactly.
Right? It is February 7th. 6 to about 8 p.m. and we'd love for you to come and join us and check out some of Sean's books at the library or wherever you want. We have some of those in. We've just gotten them in the other day, and hope we will see you at Dinner Theater and at the library. Thank you, Teresa, for joining me.
Thank you.